And then there were two, Virginia, Texas Tech. Not the sexiest of matchups, but Scott, how did they get here?
Well, I mean, it starts with defense, and you hear the defense wins championships so often. That's absolutely why Texas Tech is here. We've seen them smother teams, just suffocate teams to the point where this is one of the best defensive performances we've seen in NCAA tournament history. And then you go to Virginia. That pack line defense, they keep teams out of the paint, and they slow the tempo down with that defense, right? That's how they win games. It's not the best product you're going to see. It's not the most exciting, but that's why they're both here.
And the refs, too. Don't forget about the refs stealing it from Auburn. That was a key piece for Virginia. But moving on, who are the stars in this matchup that we really need to know about?
So with Texas Tech, I think you have to start with Jarrett Culver. He's the NBA talent, and even though he only had 10 points in the win against Michigan State, he had the game winner. You're going to need to see more of that. With Virginia, I always feel like their tempo is so crucial. And ultimately, I think their three guys, they have to score. So like Ty Jerome, Kyle Guy, DeAndre Hunter, those three guys, to me, they really need to be spectacular on offense. It's not just the defense. You have to get that offensive production for this thing to work.
All right, so prediction?
I'm going with Virginia in this one, and I feel like it goes down to the X factor. You think about UMBC, that heartbreak has been driving them all season, and ultimately, it just seems like destiny and fate at this point for Virginia, just the way that they've won these last two games. I think they're going to win it again in the national championship.
And while this game might not be a game of offensive firepower, as Tariq Owen said, if you don't like defense, then you're doing it wrong. But in the meantime, stick with Sports Pulse, your heartbeat to what's trending in sports.